Okay, so here we have a 2000 OBS Chevy body style. It's a 2500 crew cab, GMT 400. It should be most 89 to 98 to 2000-ish Chevy trucks. I made this video because when I was changing out all of my stuff in my door panels, I couldn't find an explanation on these door clips in here and how to get them off, because I'm changing out my door handle itself, and there's a lot of questions on the internet as to how to do that. So I'm going to show this real quick and show also a few tips and tricks how to do that. So here you have it. This is your first clip that you'll see up in here. That is for the you would call it the lock cylinder, and that goes down to the latch. So as you see here, you have the you have this attachment here, this door rod clip, and it's next to impossible to get off, and I come up with an easy way to do that, and that's the main part of this video. The best thing I've found is this this Cobalt little handsaw, and obviously you can get it at Lowe's, but you need something that's skinny and stiff so that you can get back up in there and almost pry that piece out. Now there's another piece that goes from the actual door handle itself. It's the mechanism for when you're opening the door, and that is way back up in here, and I don't even think you can see it. I doubt you're going to be able to see it, but I promise you it's up in there. And once again, the good thing about this piece, this saw, is that it flexes. So it'll flex a little bit to get around there, and the only thing that you have to do is just wiggle it out. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. I have the door handle itself, which is just the Autocraft part number GM. I think it's what 77096CD, and this is an example of it. It commonly cracks all right here, which is where mine did. And this is what the door lock clip looks like right here. Let me see if I can get that into focus. Can you see that? So let me see here. There we go. That is the door lock clip. So you see it's pretty stout. So the thing that comes in handy here when you are using this tool is you just want to get behind it. You want to get behind it and pop it out, and the more you can just pry it out, it'll pop really easy. I know it's going to work. I've already started working on it, and you can do that in any location. You can pry it here and pop it out the backside, and that looks like where it's going to happen for the lock cylinder. And for this actual door rod, which is the one I showed you that you can't really get to, you just get in anywhere that you can, and it's going to pop right off. Now this is a new one, so I'm not going to mess with it, but mine's kind of rusted, and I can tell it's going to come right off. I'm also going to replace my latch, so it's going to make it a lot easier, but I just wanted to show you in case you don't want to replace your latch. I'm already here, and as you can see, I've got some pieces that are rotting away. It looks kind of cruddy in there. I'm already here. I'm replacing everything. I'm on Instagram showing all these things, so that's what I'm doing here. So you might ask other question, and this is a really quick tip: how do you get all these wide open space here? And I ain't talking about the Dixie Chicks. I think they're in Europe somewhere. But what I did to get this window up and out of the way is I just got some stock trim from either Home Depot or Lowe's, and I think we have here, let's see if we can get that in focus, the part number. It's like a 2007. It was an 8-foot stick, made in USA, America, gotta say that. And this is just a very skinny piece. It's about the width of the window. I just measured from down in the bottom, there, all the way up to where the top of the window was. When it's fully up, I cut it off, stuck it in the track, that way the window can't fall down, and then I just taped it in place so it wouldn't fall out. Did the same thing over here. Now I've been riding the truck like this a couple days because I've been waiting for a couple parts to come in, so that's what I've been doing, and that works really well for me. It's the second time that I've used this. A few other tips really quick. As you can see, I've got my whole door panel off here. This is where the window regulator, you actually have to drill the rivets out, and I already did that, obviously. These holes are fine, but the door lock actuator goes here. You have to rivet these out also. What you're going to need is a 1/4 inch drill bit. You just drill it out, make it a little bit wider. As we say in the country, you got to waller it out a little bit to get it just a little bit wider. And what I use is M6 bolts, M6 by 1.0. I get 16 millimeters, and I also get 35s. Probably don't need them that long, but you're going to need 2 for the door lock actuator, 4 for the window regulator. Now, Dorman, as you can see also, I've replaced this already, but you can find really good videos for all that stuff and how to get to this point, like 1A Auto and things like that. So, now that we know what size, I got this this part here from Dorman. This is the door lock actuator, and it comes with these little clips on it that, as you can see, are threaded. Great idea, Dorman. And they are actually the M6. That's why I chose to use these. But unfortunately, when you go to put them on, these little things act almost as a spacer. They don't sit flush, so it doesn't go down in that piece. So I guess I'm just going to have to pop this off, pop both of them off, and then see, it'll sit down in there flush, and it'll sit nice, which is why I have the hex nuts. Lock nuts is what I'm going to actually use. But also, as you'll see here, I had some surface rust, so I went ahead and took a wire brush and then just painted over it real quick for that. Then of course, as they point out in all the other videos, you need some white lithium. Any brand will do, and you just get it in there real good. Serves many different purposes, and that's one of the tracks. Last thing I'll say is I noticed this in replacing all my door panels, because number 4 of 4 for me is these clips. You might as well go ahead and get these clips, have them ready beforehand, because you're gonna break them. And let me show you where I'm talking about, is over here on the door panel. As you're prying it out, you can see, I guarantee you're gonna break some. So this one, the attachment piece didn't even come off. It stayed with it. These 2 broke, so there's some right off the bat that you're going to have to replace. It's going to happen. It's just going to happen. You might as well go ahead and get them, and I can give you the part number for that. I got them off of Amazon. The brand is Lantee, so if you just put that in to your Amazon search, you'll find it. But also, I believe the GM part number is this right here, 159-60325. Hope that's been helpful. There will probably be more videos as we go along, because I'm replacing anything and everything on this truck. Already upgraded smoke tail lights, LED, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to keep it classy, and we're going from there. So this is her, and hope this video has been helpful for you guys.